Yo, what's going on, my friends? I forgot. It's Americans Thanksgiving today. It's Turkey Goblin Thursday. Wait a minute. You guys, oh, that's weird. That's weird. Do it a month later and on a Thursday. That's the strangeness to me. All right, so let's see here. First of all, let me grab the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord. Uh, okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Switch this up so I can see the chat. That's good. All right, beautiful. Let's do our hellos. Who do we got in here? What up, Gossett, Cool Guy, Millmaster, Eng, Kensiki, Eric, Crazy, Garly, Catbar, Error, Shelton, Yamagoro, Dude Man, Gerthulu. Hello. Hello to all of you. How's it going, guys? How's it going? We're on the eve of my time to leave, right? Tomorrow we're going to the face-to-face big old magic tournament that's happening at the International Center. The big old magic event that's going on. That's where we're going. Me, the inventor of Double Strike, and Carly. We're going tomorrow. So that's what the leaving's about. That's what the leaving means. Dude, man, thanks. It's early though, bro. My birthday is a week from now, actually. A week from today. A week from today, bro. So that's the same as if you wished me happy birthday in the middle of June, just so you know. It means nothing. It means nothing to me. You're dead to me, and I'm dead inside. Millmaster, you always happen later at lower latitudes. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, buddy? What up, Lunar? How you doing? Gerthulu, how's life treating you? So yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. I like going to magic events. So it's been a while since I've been to a decent sized one, and I haven't got to hang out with Wayne in a while either. So getting to do all that in one fell swoop. That's it, one fell swoop. That's the phrasing. So getting to do that, he's gonna bring his cube, which is exciting for me because I'm used to playing with my cube. Mix it up a little and play with somebody else's. What up, Canuck? Thanks, buddy. Dude, man, you're hopping on the hype train? Well, you're welcome to do so. Bro, it works on multiple levels. First of all, I like the birthday wishes. Secondly, I like that I can bust your balls about it. You know what I mean? It's like, haha, you wished me a birthday, like a birthday wish, but it's not my birthday. So I can take that birthday wish and be a dick, which is amazing. That's the best of both worlds. When I get what I want and I get to smack talk you, I am living my best life. Hey, there he is right there, Wayne. Double Strike in the house. Me and him, we're hitting the road tomorrow. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Canuck entering a new decade soon. Nah, bro, I'm in the middle of my 40s, son. I don't need to be moving on into the 50s yet. I know that my face might look old and haggard to you, but I'm not there yet, bro. What up, Jess? How's it going? Take my time. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Time's already accelerating fast enough, man. As you get older, time moves by faster. So you're just like, whoa, these days, they are zipping by. That's what it feels like. Wayne says, 50s suck. What? What are you talking about? How can they suck, man? In your 50s, you get to hang out with me and go to magic events. now that all the other people we used to go with, none of them are going, It's down to just you and me, bro. We're the last ones left. The ancient dinosaurs treading the ancient paths. I have to say, man, it's been like, what, almost 30 years since that road trip we took where we ended up going to Taco Bell and all that. Like, that was a long time ago. And I don't know, man, it's nutty. It's nutty how time flows. And here we are, getting ready to go again. It's going to be good. Drunko, when am I leaving this plane? We're not on a plane, you stupid bastard. What did you watch, like Snakes on a Plane, and now you think we're all on a giant airplane? What do you think this is, Snowpiercer? We're on a planet, you fucking goof. Millmaster says, don't forget to enjoy it. And if you go bowling, remember, don't roll on Shabbos. Shabbos! Millmaster, you're lower to the board. Oh, the board's not even on the screen. It's way over there. I didn't even notice. All right, there we go. We'll get that set up there. Shabbos. Right on the wall. You're just saying that because the writing's on the wall for you, drunkle. That's why you're saying that. Should be up against the wall, man. I don't even know why they stopped that whole firing squad thing. All right. Okay, here we go. Millmaster. Oh, this marker is writing juicy today. Very nice. Bolder than usual. Yeah, look at that. That looks good. Nice and clear. Nice and clear. Carly says, you're only a decade away from awesome senior discounts. There you go. What up, Juggle Them? How you doing, buddy? This plane of existence here. Don't even start with that energy crap. Talking about feng shui and the flow of energy. The flow of energy in the house. Get out. Get out. Get out with your nonsense. Millmaster, we had Lord of the Cabinet. We did that a bit, bro. I wrote on the cabinet a few times. It works out okay, but I feel like it leaves an after residue or something, so it's not the best choice. It ain't the best choice. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun going out this weekend, seeing some magical players, playing some magically cards, really just wandering around, hanging out, doing whatever. I'm not too fussed. Whenever I went up to the events with my friends, most of them would play in the events. Most of the time, I didn't play in the event. I just traded, hung out, chatted with people. You know, I like the vibe. I like hanging out. It's just something. It sounds like something you'd admit at like an AA group or something. I like hanging out with Magic players. It's like, you do? You do? Are you sure? Are you sure? Some of them. Juglum, enjoy your American Thanksgiving. Having your turkey an entire month late. You've been robbed. You've been robbed. Drunko, you had 60 deviled eggs? Oh, wait, you made them. Okay, I was going to say, you're going to eat 60 deviled eggs? You're going to devil your holes, bro. That's how that works. It makes me realize I haven't had a deviled egg since I was like a kid. I remember like my one neighbor lady would make them, and we went to her place, and I always thought they were weird. It's like, these are weird eggs, and I've never had them anywhere else. But I don't really eat hard-boiled eggs. Oh, we watched a Taskmaster episode today where they gave them the task of removing the egg from inside the eggshell and having as few pieces. Basically, you want the shell to be in as few pieces as possible, right? You want the shell as intact as possible. And I was telling Carly, I'd kill it at this. I'm like, you just stick the pin in at either end and you put it to your mouth and you blow through it. That blows the egg out. I did it all the time. She was laughing as I'm just yelling about how I did this. I would have killed it at this competition. I know how to blow eggs. Now some guy named Eggs is going to show up. I've heard rumors about you. Pedro, where am I going? I'm going to Toronto, buddy. I'm going to a big Magic event for the weekend, son. And then I come back, and then I go away again for my birthday. It's an exciting little chunk of time going on here, man. Bo, that's right, the professional egg blower. Because you know what, bro? I blow on a professional level. I blow on a large level. That's how I don't blow on an amateur level. Okay, if I'm gonna blow, it's to make money. Let's be very clear. I'm a professional egg blower. I do it for the people. I do it so the kids fucking stay in school. You know. Pedro, you thought it was terrifying news? That's because I fucking clickbaited you with a very blatant title that makes it sound like I'm going somewhere. But that's what I do. That's what I do. What up, Retire? Happy Thanksgiving to you, buddy. Millmaster, some chick wanted to put eggs in you. Here, let me put some scrambled ones in there. I got this alien gun. We're going to pretend I'm Ripley. And you're Ripley's, believe it or not, because you're not going to believe it when I jam this in your butthole. Oh, you don't want to be a part of an important breakfast, bro. You do not want that. So yeah, it looks like this time the event is going on in a different place than I went to last year. So I'll be curious to see the differences this time and the attendance overall and how it's going down, right? Because Magic's been, in some ways, touch and go, right? Right? Oh, bad news for you, eggs. You're a professional egg blower. Yeah, but see, you're plural. You're like a pile of eggs. So, you're out of luck. If your name had been single solitary egg, then you could have paid me an extraordinary amount of money for my services. Because remember, professional. Not fucking $2 behind the Arby's egg sucker. No, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. Pluralized, you lose. You lose. Checkmate. Checkmate. You're going to try and come back and be like, look, now it's egg or whatever, but it's too late because I'm going to know. Nah, son, you're a whole clutch of eggs. You ruined it. You ruined it. Nah, drunk leg ain't here to test nothing. See, because I got a million years worth of experience with D&D Wish-style language games. So, nah. One. Not a whole bunch. Too late. You lose. The D&D Wish game is fun. That nonsense gets really silly. Monkey Paw Champion. Yeah, bro, I feel like I would sit down and I would hammer out a wish to the point where, like, whatever evil being behind it would be like, bro, this sucks, man. Like, you were supposed to do something I could circumvent. You're a dickhead. You wrote like a 15-page covering every angle. You're a knob and I hate this. Getting people on technicality, son. Oh, I think my favorite technicality in Magic ever was with the question elemental, where I'm playing my buddy, and we're playing in the unhinged release event. And the question elemental's a 3/4 flyer. But if you don't speak in questions, you lose it, right? So the way it's worded, its ability says, if you speak in like non-questions, then the first person to point that out, they're the one who gains control of it, right? So my buddy all throughout the tournament was just circumventing that by going, he would say, like, he had other cards that made you say things specifically. So he'd say the phrase for that card and then he'd go, blah, 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 blah. And that wasn't a question. So I get to keep my question elemental. And everybody was fine with that until he got to me and he did the same thing. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. Technically, if you had said the statement, paused, and then said, that wasn't a question, then you'd be right. But what you actually did was you put the word and in there, which makes it one long sentence, which wasn't a question. I'll take that elemental. And then I beat him to death with his own question elemental while he desperately tried to get me to say anything that wasn't a question. I loved it. And the final match was him trying to guess my middle name. He tried to guess my middle name, and he failed because he only had 3 guesses. And the reason he failed is because it turns out we have the exact same middle name. Think about how much of a hose that is. Like, you don't even understand. If you've never thought about it, think about it. If somebody told you you have 3 guesses to guess my middle name, are you going to guess your own middle name? What kind of brain damaged idiot guesses their own middle name for somebody else's middle name? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's stupid. It's like, hey, my name's Mike. And then you're like, guess my name. Is it Mike? And it's just like, did you just guess your own name, bro? Like, so yeah, he stood no chance. That was awesome. Juggling, thanks, buddy. I'm looking to have a good time, son. What up, Al? Middlemaster, you don't even know. You're like, I don't even know my middle name, bro. How can you know it if I don't know it? Also, I guess if somebody doesn't have a middle name, then that card's just, like, that ability's just dead against them. I don't remember. It's been like a million years. I think it was Moniker Mage, something like that. Was it in 2010? Was it? Yeah, man. The March of Time, bro. The March of Time. Booster tutors. Yeah, that's fun, man. Getting to crack boosters off of those spells, that's a good time. I like that. I like that. The unsets were more fun earlier on when they were actually like somewhat comedic. And then they just kind of turned into like comedic and like stretched the bounds of what Magic could do. And then they just became less and less exciting. Like Unstable was so boring and tame. Like, what was even funny about it? They just went, the lands have a rare symbol on them and they're worth a lot of money, okay? Because that's it. We fully acknowledge that nothing in this set is worth owning. Okay. All right. You know it from the get-go. You didn't even try. You went, all the money's going to be on the land, so who even cares what it says on the cards? Wayne says, I remember when Dolly sent you next door to get you a chocolate milk while you had a card on your forehead? With Ashnod's coupon? That's fun. That's a jillion years ago, bro. That would be Unglued. That's before Unhinged. That's Unglued. What up, Brody? How you doing, bro? So much from so long ago. Oh, yeah. Man, it's nice to get to go to events again, because the whole pandemic shutting the world down, not being able to go do things, kind of got me out of the rhythm of it. And you don't realize how much you miss that stuff until you're actually back in it. And you're like, yo, this is dope. And last year, I ended up going up on my own for a day and hanging out. Pretty much, yeah, it was like the exact same event last year at this time. So I had a nice time. Got to meet up with Matt Caster Mage. He was pretty chill. And there was a bunch of chill people. So I'm looking forward to more good times. Drongo, Elvish House Party. We had that in the Cube for a while. And every once in a while, we'd be playing it around like 11 o'clock. Or it'd be like midnight. And it's like close to midnight. And I feel like if I can just stall this game out. If I can just stall this game out, then that 12-12 is about to become a 1-1. Retire. They got a deal going on. Oh, they're Amazon dumping the Grave Danger Commander deck. Wizards tends to have just excess stock that they're trying to crunch through at crazy paces now, man. I don't know what the end game is there. I know obviously they want as much money as possible, but the decisions they're making, the amount of product they're cranking and not able to make it to any kind of reasonable standard because they're just pushing faster and faster. Like, Ixalan's quality is straight up embarrassing, man. we're the world's premier trading card game. And it's like your cards, like I can buy a pack of bicycle playing cards and they're printed to a much higher standard. Like bicycle wouldn't sell me cards that were gritty as hell or whatever. And they're selling me a deck of cards for a few bucks. So what's your excuse? And it's like, well, we get more money in our end line item if we just go ahead and hose you, right? Oh, I'm such a crank bag when it comes to Magic. Like, I enjoy playing Magic, and I like Magic a lot, but just the direction of the company and all the things they're doing. Like, almost all my videos are just talking about all the problems because there's so many of them. I'm like, can we just have some good time and good news, please? I would like that. I would like that. So you can buy index cards from the dollar store that feel better. Oh, you're probably not wrong, man. I feel like you could get like the rough toilet paper or like the rough brown paper towels they used to have in the school, and they would feel smoother than current Ixalan Magic cards. Juggle them, yeah. When you got to peel your cards apart, that's a bad time, bro. Your uncle, you also wanted to trade your card from the new set. It felt like it had cornstarch on it. Yeah, they feel gritty. Like, you can literally feel it. And you're like, could I use these to sand my walls? Like, how do you even, like, get cards this gritty? How is that possible? Is someone just, like, throwing dirt at the printing presses? How do you mess up this bad, man? It's crazy. Craziness. Oh, man. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Something came in the mail today. Something arrived to the P.O. box today. That's always fun. And, normally I wait until we're a little later in the stream to crack this kind of stuff. But because I still have things to do to get ready for tomorrow, I'm not going to have as long for today anyhow. So that means I'm gonna crack this open soon. I'm gonna sit it here on my lap so I can feel the package in my lap and let the anticipation in my heart grow. And then I'm gonna open it up and see what's in here. Until then, it's box tapping ASMR. There must have been some dude's job to dust off sheets and they fired him. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like, is Wizard still getting charged the same amount and the printing companies are just running faster and hosing them? Or is Wizard just going, make it cheaper, make it cheaper? And they're just like, okay, we'll keep finding ways to make it cheaper if you don't care about the card quality and how terrible it is. Like, we don't, man, who cares? The Commander decks come out late and garbage? That's bad times. Ball Falcon. Oh, I see. That's right, Shelton. That's right. The joy of a mystery. Mysteries are fun. I've had this box all day. I'm wondering what's in it as we've been doing all kinds of stuff. Carly, we got to reconfigure the house for the way we're going to be set up with the Christmas tree because there's not room for it right now. So since we're going to be doing a lot of stuff for the end of this month, we're kind of getting it started today. So there's a lot of moving all that around while also getting all the stuff together for the trip this weekend. Yeah, Megoro Booster Fun is just the terminology that Wizards uses overall to describe like all of the different alternate treatments and stuff that they made. They're just, we're making boosters more fun. Unless you think the printers probably have a window time to print as many as they can and get paid per unit produced. That's not an unreasonable theory. It could totally be that way. 100%. 100%. All right. I want to know. I have been lured long enough. Let us prepare the Botana. Juggle it's Black Friday. Carly should look into KitchenAid stand mixer sales. Oh yeah, it's Black Friday. So the $500 the $500 that I don't have for a mixer stand is now what, $350 that I don't have for a mixer. Do I look like a rich, fancy kitchen boy to you, Juggling? Why would I tease my poor lady by going, look at these things. Look at these things you are not getting. Look at the thing you'd love to have that I'm absolutely not buying you because it's insanely expensive. I appreciate the sentiment, but that would be torture. Not a high level of torture because it's just kitchen gear, but you know. But you know. Let's see what we get. Oh, keep it a secret. It's in a gift bag. Oh, wait. There's a couple things in here. Oh, hey, look at this. It's that dope tea. Bro, it's tea season. Look, it's the Earl Grey Imperial. Bro, this stuff is epic. This is like the fancy boy, we make tea for the king and queen kind of thing. It says in 1660, the 17th century diarist Samuel Pepys had his first ever cup of tea, a China drink, then only introduced to Britain. Catherine of Braganza, Charles II's tea-drinking queen, made it fashionable. Queen Anne would often enjoy a cup of tea at Hampton Court Palace, and the double wedding of Queen Charlotte's sons at Kew in 1818 was celebrated with a tea party. Until the abolition of import duties in 1784, tea was the expensive preserve of royalty and the rich. Despite its ubiquity in later times, tea is a truly historic royal tipple. Oh, it's fancy elite boy tea. Yeah. Yamagoro, that's a good deal. Actually, that is a good deal. What up, Nate? What up, Fire? All right, there's a bunch of these. I like how they say oh, it all fell out, didn't it? Here's the envelope that's supposed to keep it a secret. And here's the piece of paper that was supposed to be in there. All right, so we got tea. And then we got, a big bag and a little bag. Oh, let's start out with the little bag. This kind of makes me think of the sleeves that you would get the apple pies from McDonald's in. What up, Fulgore? How you doing? Oh, it says, what does it say? Happy birthday, Mike. Sorry, I couldn't use your link for this purchase. That's all good, man. That's all good. I don't mind. What do we got here? What is the... Yo! Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom! Or if you're somebody who's confused, Tears of the Kingdom! Legend of Zelda the Pears of the Kingdom! It's a quest to see just how many pears one man can eat while he rolls across the country. Who's got the biggest sword? Who can eat the most pears? So stupid. Get it? Link for the purchase? Oh, I do get it! You're so tricky, you little trickster. That's awesome, man. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm nuts. I would not have guessed. And you know what? Actually, you can take the paper afterwards. You can ball it up, put it inside this right here, and you can put it back into the bag, and we can make a little teddy bear pillow. All right. There we go. And now, see, we're ready to... Yamagoro, Link is everyone's favorite twink. Nuh-uh, Falcon's my favorite twink. Yeah. There we go. Now we got a little pillow. What up, Kenny? What up, Teferi? Okay, what's this say? This says... Sorry, I couldn't... Oh, it says the same thing. It says, sorry, I couldn't use the link. It's also going to be Zelda themed. Unless it's all just, this is a red herring now. I don't know. Bo Falcon's Trixie. What? Hey, what is this? Oh, sweet. Look at this, man. This is like an adventure pack. What? A Legend of Zelda adventure pack. Cool. What is that? Hey, Millmaster, thanks for gifting Shelton a membership, buddy. What is this? Cool. Adventure pack. Sack Adventure. Man, so this is like a... hold on. I don't know if the Botana is going to be able to cut through. Where did I put it? I don't know if it's going to be able to cut through these ties, bro. Oh, the Botana. The Botana is powerful. Yes. Okay. Look at that, man. This is cool. So this is like, hold on. Okay, so there's a strap in there. Man, that's cool. Yeah. So this is like, you could use this to carry your Switch in, right? Like, I assume that, like, system pocket, accessory pocket strap. That's awesome. Look at that, man. It's a portable bag to carry your Switch around in, and it's got room for Zelda in the front, bro. That's so epic, man. And the tea. Oh, Bo, thank you, man. Thank you. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Hold on, we'll put that down over there. Can't wait to show Carla that stuff. That's sick, man. That's so cool. Oh, can't go wrong with Legend of Zelda, bro. It's dope. It's dope. That's cool. Like, you don't even have to use it as a Switch bag if you don't want to. You can just use it as a small, portable carrying bag for a bunch of stuff, right? That's cool. Oh, funky. This is like... Oh, that's different. Normally, it's in English and French, right? But this is in English and fucking Spanish, it looks like. Basic reading ability is needed to fully enjoy this game. I've never seen that on the back of a game. If you can't basically read, you won't enjoy this game. This isn't a first-person shooter. You go, pew, pew, pew. Must be literate to enjoy Legend of Zelda. That's amazing. Is that on the back of an... I wonder if that's on the back of the ones they have in Canada. That's so cool. Oh, they got like amiibos and stuff to go with it. I'm not surprised. They had that for the first one. That's dope. That's dope. Man, that's awesome. Thanks again, Bo. You're the best, man. First-person reader. It's not a first-person shooter. It's a first-person reader. And it's just like the sound of turning pages, you know, like... Happy early birthday! Thanks, man! I know when it comes to like Amazon stuff, it's impossible to properly time anything. It can like show up before or after. So thanks, man! That's exciting. It's fun. And that bag is dope. You got good taste, buddy. Yeah, that's awesome. So good. And the tea too, man. The weather has gotten colder and Bark's root beer just ain't tasting the same. You know, so like, I'm ready for some hottie action. Some hot tea action. There we go. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. I can't smell. Can't smell here. That means it's sealed pretty good. That's dope. Earl Grey tea is awesome. It's like the best tea. By a long margin. It's hard to compete. Turns out that Wayne still has... I signed a bunch of cards for him to take with him last year when he's going to the Magic Summit. If he ran into anybody who was originally expecting me to be there, he could hook him up with the cards or whatever. So he's got those, so he's going to have them. So if I run into people... and anybody wants a picture or something, I can go, here you go, you can have a signed card too, because this has some in my pocket. Here, take a basic land, use that, tap that, remember me. remember me. Maybe the same thing will happen that happened last year, where like there was two friends. One of them was so excited I was there, and he's like, "Oh, it's so cool to see you," and the other guy did not care that I was there. The only reason he was interested in me being there was because he thought that that might mean that Talarian was coming. And he was so excited by that possibility. And I had to break it to him, like, if he was coming, he would be here. Like, this is the middle, like, this is Saturday. In the middle of the event, he'd be here, and it would have already been announced. And even after me explaining that, he was like, I still think he might come. And I'm like, cool, bro. But I'm like, I hate to disappoint you, but like, I'm the best you're gonna get here. Like, that's it. This is the best it's gonna get. I know it's disappointing for me as it is for you, but you're not here. It's not gonna get more exciting than me. And later he came back and he was like, hey, my brother likes what you do. Can you sign the playmat for him? And I just signed the playmat. Like, sorry, I ain't Talarian. Like something along those lines. That's what I signed his brother's playmat as. It was funny. Bo Falcon has been reunited with his headphones. That's true. The perpetrator was caught, justice was brought, and headphones they're back in Bo's head holes. People are ridiculous, man. You're gonna get caught stealing people's shit. Like, why? Why even trying? Why even trying? You're just gonna get caught. Because I can't be surprised. There's a lot of dumb people in the world, man. All the time. Hearing stories about people doing really dumb stuff. I heard about, I didn't look into this. I just heard about it. I heard about some like game developer or whatever whose game was doing all right or what, but then they started to throw a fit about, they're like, none of the big YouTubers want to play my game or review it unless I pay them. And it's gross and whatever. And he's just going off, right? And it's just like, you're literally making it sound like the YouTubers and stuff that are engaged with your with your stuff are worthless. So you're turning on the audience you already have and throwing a fit. And like, if you just reword it into what you're actually saying is, my business product, I approached these other businesses about it, and do you know what? They wanted money. Like, bro, I went to the television networks and I said, hey, I developed this thing. And I'm going to let you talk about it. You go ahead and talk about it. Put it on your TV stations. And do you know the TV stations expected money for that? And so, yeah, apparently, like, people just started tearing into them and stuff. Because it's the most entitled nonsense where it's like, so you've made a game. And it's doing well. You're getting people to play it. But now you're entitled to, like when I contact about my game, they want me to pay. And it's like, yeah, they're a business and they don't care about you. It's such a weird, like, you've completely forgotten about what it is that you're doing. Like, what is it that you think that you bring to the table? Well, I created a game. What is that? It's a product that I sell. And I've sold a bunch of it. But, like, the people who are talking about it aren't the level I think they should be. And when I reach out to other people, they won't just become my free workers. Do what I want. Yeah, maybe other people are paying you or you have other interests, but my thing, my ego, me, it's funny. It's funny how that works. The ones where it's like, yo, work for free for me. And it's like, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I've actually had that happen a few times where people thought I was going to work for free for them. And then they found out. And it was just like, oh, I thought this thing was going to materialize. Oh, yeah, no, go back and read our conversations and you'll find that what we discussed happened. But somehow you thought that meant something else. And it's just like, you thought you were going to get to use me for free. And then you tried to add another layer to it. That was the hilarious part, where it was just like, they're trying to add another, like, I'm like, it seems like they're trying to get me to work for free here. So I'm like, I'm just looking for clarification. Are we doing this like this, or are we doing this like this? And they're like, oh, don't worry about that. Let's just do this first thing that you're doing, and then we'll do that. And then I went, oh, they think I'm like straight up going to work for them for free. Well, they're going to find out. They're going to find out. And lo and behold, that whole second part of it, we'll talk about it afterwards. I haven't heard anything. Not a thing. I wonder why. Because oh, wait, you're not going to work for us for free? No. 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 That's not how that works. Yeah, there's pretty much only one game that gets like free videos on it. That's Magic the Gathering. And then those videos, Magic doesn't want me making those videos. So, you know what I mean? What up, Murph? Nope. Don't know him at all. Don't know him, never spoke to him. I don't know most Magic YouTubers. Out of like out of the ones with like bigger channels, the only ones that I've really communicated with online is like Rudy. That's it. Man, you hear that? My root beer is empty. I gotta get more. I'll be right back. I shall return. All right. So yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, the whole like whether I'm gonna make videos on games and stuff like that, if it's like a company approaching me, then yeah, I expect you to pay me to advertise your product. But if it's like somebody who is, it's not a company, somebody's like, yo, I'm not associated with this company. I just love the game and want you to try it out. Like that's what goes on with the Grand Archive stuff, right? So I'll be getting some Grand Archive stuff in January sent to me by somebody who doesn't work for the company or whatever, who's just like, I like this game and I want to spread the word about it. And if I like you, will you play it and make some videos on it and stuff? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? You know, it's a case by case basis kind of thing. That's how it goes. Al, you're not wrong. It has been a while since we've seen Bad Boy pop in. But I mean, everybody's got busy lives and whatever. Different people popping in when they feel like it. It's cool, man. It's cool. Plus, not everybody. What am I trying to say here? Not everybody has the time for that, right? Who knows? Who knows what he's got going on? Everybody's got different lives with tons of different things going on, and on top of that, the way they want to spend their free time, right? Like if you're making Magic videos, you may not want to spend your time watching other Magic creators and shit, right? So, me, who knows? Who knows? Also, sometimes people just lurk in streams. You never know. Maybe he's hiding right behind you, breathing in your ear, but he's just not saying nothing in the chat. I don't think so, but it could theoretically happen. Murph, you never see me playing gameplay. What, you don't watch my Chandelar streams, bro? Yeah, it's out there. There's a bunch of it. There's a bunch of it. Go watch the Chandelar. There's some older arena stuff as well, too. That stuff. But yeah, I don't do like fucking deck tech videos and shit because I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, hey guys, here's my deck. What is it? I use 9 different cards. Now let me explain to you in depth. See this card right here? This card does burn damage. So what I do with this card is I use it to burn my opponent's creatures or them. And see this card? It does burn damage. Now with this card, what I do is I like burn their creature or I burn them. Now I have a creature. What I do with this is I put it out and then I attack them. And if they have creatures out, then I use burn magic to burn their creature. What's this? Oh, this is a burn spell. I use this to burn creatures and do damage to my opponents. After that, I have a burn spell. Then I have a creature. Oh, wow. My deck tech is I changed one card in the sideboard. I don't fucking care. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I'm not interested in, like, competitive Magic. It's fucking boring. And a lot of deck tech is just, who cares? I don't fucking care about watching them. Why? I don't care about making them. I only like weird shit when it comes to proposing a deck. Like when they made Sandworm Convergence, and I'm like, make decks using Sandworm Convergence and Island Sanctuary, right? I'm not interested in traditional modern deck building, standard deck building, commander deck building. Who gives a fuck? Not me. Not me. Not as something to talk about. It's dull. Dull. Explain to you why I got a fucking Crawworm in my deck? Do you know what I mean? What's the creature in for? Attacking. Well, you know what I mean? Like, done. Where am I? I'm leaving to go to a big Magic event this weekend, bro. That's what's going down. That's right, Towns. I do. I do. What up, Apple Sauce? What format do I play? Cube, mostly. Cube's the best. Cube or the, pre-release, like, limited formats and stuff like that. But mostly Cube. It's fine. You know, the deck tech stuff is fine. People like it. I'm not saying that stuff shouldn't exist or criticizing that content. I just don't give a fuck about it. There's tons of people who want to know. I've been playing Magic for 30 fucking years. Nothing really surprises me when we're playing games of Magic or whatever. I don't care about playing the most hyper efficient decks, like all of it. No EDH? Nah, I don't play Command. I don't play the multiplayer formats like that. I like to play one-on-one. One-on-one. John Juppel's membership message says, you go into the store to get cigarettes and milk? That's right. Daddy's got to smoke some milk and drink some cigarettes. He'll be back in a couple of minutes. Yeah, the deck stuff is super popular. People like that stuff. People like videos on arena decks and whatever. I don't know. I've never fucking cared my whole life. You know when people come up and they're like, hey, guess what deck I'm playing? I don't care. Well, I want to tell you about my deck. I don't care. The only time I care about your deck is when you're playing. That's the only time I care about my deck too. I don't walk around explaining what my deck does to people because I don't give a shit. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm weird. Lots of people do care, but I'm just like, here's my deck. You want to see what it is? Let's fucking play. Whatever. Yeah, Al, big green towers. That's good. I have 300 card green deck. That works for me. Absolutely. But I don't know, man. I just don't I don't care about the competitive formats. It's the most boring way to play Magic, right? It's the most, the more competitive you get, the less variety you get. The less variety you get, the more boring it gets because the only thing you can derive entertainment from is getting super technical. And it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I don't give a fuck. You know? I don't care. I want to have fun and have a good time. I like the cube because it's evil. It's like even swinging levels. You never know what's going to happen. I like a lot of variety. Like a ton of variety. Somebody left a comment on my one Chandelar video today going, why does this guy use so many different cards? He's not even going to get to draw half of them. Another comment going, he's probably going to get to 100 cards in his deck in this episode. And for me, it's why wouldn't you want to play with all this stuff? Why wouldn't you want to have a bunch of options and whatever? And it's I guess if you just want to go for the most technical win, but I've been playing this game for fucking ever. And just going for the most efficient win and whatever else, it's not a huge draw to me most of the time anymore, right? James Dunn says the only thing worse is the 10 minutes after the game of what they could have done. Yeah, let me explain to you about how I'm gonna win for how I would have won. All this stuff, all of it. I remember that. I remember that. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just like whenever it's funny, people are like, all right, hey man, take a look at my deck, and I'd be like, nah, and they're like, here's what it does. I'm like, no, don't you get it? The fact that I didn't look at your deck means that I don't fucking care. It wasn't, oh no, I don't want to look at it. Please describe it to me, motherfucker. I do not care. You telling me about your deck is like you telling me about the grilled cheese you ate for lunch. Let me explain something to you. You're fucking boring. You are a boring person. So why the fuck would I listen to you tell me about a Magic deck I'm not fucking playing? Why am I being punished for existing and playing the same game as you, right? How the fuck, why? Why? Because I say interesting things? Well, maybe you should fucking try it instead of telling me about your stupid fucking deck. I would only do that to people who would persist, where it's like I'm not even being subtle here. I told you I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm not being fucking demure and maybe hinting I'm not interested. I am directly telling you I don't give a fuck about your deck. That wasn't an invitation for you to fucking tell me all about it. Red dress, yeah, arena doesn't have a lot of variety. That was another knock against it. But you don't really hear me complain about that when you hear me complain about arena specifically, because that's just the sub nature of Magic and competitive play, and the fact that arena only gives you so many resources in terms of your wild cards and stuff. So once you're in a deck, you're stuck in it. So arena kind of creates an environment where you're gonna have even less variety, but that's some of the smallest sins compared to everything else on it. Jamestown, if you ever meet me, you're going to tell me all about my decks. That's fine, bro. You start to wind up about that, I'm going to take like 3 steps back, judge the wind, and then I'm going to fucking take 2 steps forward, and I'm going to kick you in the fucking junk so hard your balls are going to flop out your fucking mouth hole. And then you're going to try and keep telling me about your fucking deck. I'm going to take a pair of scissors, snip those fucking things off, and go, there you go. I just saved mankind from having more worthless magoos like you put out into the fucking world. Keep jawing on about your deck. I'm going to go have a fucking McDonald's burger. I don't even like McDonald's, but it's going to taste sweeter just knowing what I did to you. DeVoe, I'm going to Toronto, buddy. Going to Toronto. Retire, you like less complicated cards? Well, they certainly do cram a lot on the cards. I don't care about complexity, but it feels like Wizards doesn't care about trying to figure out the most concise ways to make abilities work. And they just cram word salad on a card and go, I, as the designer, understand what this means, therefore it's fine. And it's not. It's really not. That's how you end up with cards with like Lagrella, which confuse the hell out of people and make them think that they can literally exile all the creatures on the board. And it's like, no, you can pick one of my guys. Nuh-uh. Yes, you failed the reading test. Yes, Wizards has made it complicated, but you have failed. Towns, yeah, like Cool Ranch Doritos, you'll be eating them. That's what you call your newts, buddy. You'll be eating those. You'll be eating them for the protein. Oh, gross ass Cool Ranch Doritos. That's a no from me, bro. That's a no from me. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Oh, yeah, got that good stretching going on. Moving a bunch of furniture around today. I'm not gonna pretend like my body enjoyed it. Whatever, though. I know I need more exercise, man. That's the reality of it. fucking demon in me, man. Oh shit! I forgot to mention. Yo, the Hatcher Stream channel has partial entry now into the YouTube Partner Program. So you need 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time to get partially in. And they said it would take up a month, like it would take like a month to approve the channel, but they just approved it today. So that's sweet. And now all it has to do is get up to having 1,000 subscribers, and it's got 593. So once it gets to 1,000, then the next step, and then it's like, hey, you can get fully in. That's pretty cool, man. That was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be so fast. Created that channel like 2.5 months ago, so pretty good timeline overall. And it served as a great place to keep the streams afterwards because of how much they hurt the stats on the channels they're originally done on because of the way YouTube works. So it's nice to not just have to delete them outright, have somewhere to shove them so that people can enjoy them afterwards. Yeah, Magaro, yeah, bro. Hunting out different cards to complete your decks. Find, like, Magic has a lot to offer that's satisfying. Why do you think that I end up getting so frustrated with the way the game's going? It's because I want it to be around forever and not to fail. I have a ton of amazing memories with the game, right? Like, legit. Hell, I'm going this weekend to a Magic event with a dude that I've been going to Magic events with for decades, right? BB, you subbed to the Stream Archive channel before it was cool. Well, you know what? It was cool from the moment I made it. So, congratulations on subbing to the channel before it existed. Juggle 'em. Actually, you know what, bro? You don't even got to worry about that. 4,000 hours of watch time. We're going to hit that way before we have the 1,000 subscribers. So, I need 4,000 hours of watch time. I have 3,500 hours of watch time. So, you don't even... You can just keep watching it normally the way you have. We don't need to do any sort of like, hey, watch this stuff extra or anything. You can just watch it normally. Honestly, the channel just needs more people who are subscribing to it. And I'm sure mention it in a few more Historian videos will probably be sufficient to get that there. So I know I screwed up when I mentioned it in the previous video because I said go to the Hatcher Streams channel. But if you type Hatcher Streams into the YouTube search, it'll give you this channel, not my Hatcher Stream Archive. You literally have to type it all as one word. And so people would just see it, see this face and go, that's the right place, right? All of it. All of it. So there's like, I don't know, I think like 50, 60 people subscribed to the wrong channel after seeing that video. So if I go, yo, guys, I owe you a thanks and an apology, and then go, this is actually where it was, I expect some more people will end up over on the Stream Archive. Applesauce, do I bring a pad and pen for events or apps? When I kept track of my life at tournaments, I just used dice, bro. I never really worried about pen and paper. Pen and paper is more reliable. I'm bringing pen and paper. I'm bringing my little notepad with me on this adventure, but that's not really to keep track of my life. That's to keep track of the adventure because I want to try making vlog videos and stuff, but I need to make notes for footage. I've got to figure out the process of how this all works. Gerthulu, how do I feel about the secret layer art for the dino cards? I mean, aside from the fact that they did them all wrong, like I talked about in today's video, they're fine. You know, they look like dinosaurs. They look like they're supposed to. The art doesn't look awful. You want to go, here you go, Jurassic Park, dinosaurs. It works. It works. Applesauce, the 6-pack tournament thing, the pre-release, they give you a 20-sider in there. I just use that. Yeah, just use a spin down, bro. 100%. Pen and paper, like, as a judge, if you're talking to two people and one person's been using a die and the other person has a pen and paper, like, tally where they're keeping track of both players' life, one's way easier to work with. So if you want something that people can backtrack over, then it's way better to have it written down with pen and paper. But I'm super casual about Magic. I don't give a shit about, like, when I go to the pre-releases, almost every time I just tell my opponents, just so you know, I'm here to play. I probably won't even be here for the whole event. I literally just come to play. I don't care. You're going to get the full win for this match, so let's just play and have fun. I don't care. And if they have to mulligan, I'm like, go ahead and drop to 7. I don't care. We're going to play and have fun, right? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What up, Gwen? I got you again. Damn right. I got you again. Damn right, and I'll do it again. Going to Toronto. Cthulhu, oh yeah. The reskin cards and all that, having 2 different Indominus Rex, all of it. Oh, this one's a Polyraptor. Of course it's going to lead to confusion. Magic's confusing as hell now. And I loved how in the article they're like, the dissonance created by having a Triceratops that had the name Wayward Swordtooth would be way too confusing, but we're not going to bother to make Spinosaurus, Spinosaur. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can you just care a little? You know, please? Please? I miss being excited and happy about Magic more than I am now. You know? I miss being that full of enjoyment without all the tinge of Wizards. There's the stuff they've been doing, you know? The last year has been just rough. Magic, ever since Magic 30, you know? Gwen, you were in Toronto back in the 80s, like 40 years ago, going with a college choir. Oh, singing ladies. Singing for the Lord. Oh. So yeah, man, I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to like move back towards more enjoyment, and if things are just going to continue to get worse, then just find more ways to enjoy myself. So I am glad, like, things that help reinvigorate my enjoyment for Magic are being around Magic players in person, enjoying actual physical Magic cards, all that kind of stuff. I find that to be very enjoyable. So I gotta revitalize my spirit. There's been too much badness. I need some goodness. It doesn't matter how strong your soul is, it will get worn down, right? BB, the Indominus Rex is a weird ad. It's a strange, I don't know why they make the choices they do. I don't get it. Rumbler, at least they can't ruin old cards. Yeah, but they can redo the characters and stuff on them and make terrible new versions, right? At least they can't change your physical cards like with Alchemy, right? I love how they just like we're going to pull the rug from out under you, totally. Oh, Historic's a non-rotating format? Oh, now it's got Alchemy in it, so eat it. Eat it. Alchemy's in it. Oh, we have gold booster packs that will only give you this. Ha, we put Lord of the Rings cards in there. And it's like, what? Yeah. You got those packs kicking around? Guess you should open them before. We ruined them. Anthony, did I do a pre-release? Yeah, actually I did. I went to 2 Ixalan pre-releases, bro. I went to 2 of them. My buddy wasn't around for the first one, so I went on my own. And then he got back and we were able to go together to the second one. Would have done a third one, but I didn't get up in time. I like pre-releases. It's a fun time where everybody's discovering all the new cards and it's just everyone's excited, you know? It's fun. I liked running pre-releases. Maybe that's part of what's making my magical balance a little more off-kilter. Before I used to run the events and be around Magic players a lot more. And now I'm not as frequently, but I do see all the things that are going wrong. I gotta put my focus on some other stuff, I guess. Talk about some random like neutral and good news as well. Gwen, you getting another radio kit? Nice. Applesauce, should you put all your cards in sleeves at the pre-release? Well, considering they can get all beat up and they have double-sided cards and stuff, probably. Kanzuki says, just think about how nice that dark pack looks. Bro, like for real, I've looked at it multiple times today and it is pleasing. It is genuinely satisfying in like on a deep level. So I get that. I got a box right here actually of a few, like these aren't sealed anymore, right? Like I've got there's the package for that Portal 3 Kingdoms one that we opened. some reviseds, alliances, homelands, legends, fallen empires, 4th edition, you know, like old school. Yeah, BB, you're not wrong. You know, I do include that. I guess I just feel, I feel a yearning for more good timitudes. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Like, I don't think of myself as somebody who's relentlessly negative and goes out of my way looking for negativity or anything like that. It's just so much of it. They're not sealed. Those packs are all open. Those packs I just showed you are all opened. Every one. Those were open for videos and stuff. Daniel, you must mean when Fallen Empire booster boxes were $20. There you go. There's the correction coming through. Because yeah, Fallen Empires and Homelands were like the cheapest sets ever. And Fallen Empires was mass produced, and it was the what do you call it, like inflection point or whatever, where like things with production kind of stopped being choked off, and so you reached a point where Wizards was finally able to give everybody what they wanted, but everyone was used to a system where they couldn't get what they wanted, so it led to a complete disaster. Where up until Fallen Empires came along, you couldn't get enough Magic. If you ordered 100 boxes, you were getting 10. You'd be lucky to get 10% of what you ordered. So, stores did accordingly. If you want 10 boxes, then you order like 150. You know what I mean? You're only going to get 10 or 15. Boom, I hit my number, right? So this is what you do. This is how you get your cards for the first number of sets. Well, Fallen Empires comes along, and you put in your 150 box order, right? Great news. They've got all the boxes to fill your order, and they're on their way. So all of a sudden, all these stores are choking on boxes of Fallen Empires. Choking on it. Fallen Empires is ever. I remember a box of Fallen Empires when it first came out with a sign on it. I can still remember it. A little sticky note on it that said limit of 3 per customer. Imagine that. Fallen Empires. Limit 3 per customer. Yeah, the booster boxes got down to 20 bones Canadian. Nobody would even want to buy it. Fallen Empires had nice flavor, but it's not a good set. What up, Root? Oh, you're back with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 thing again. I remember that. That's funny. Anthony, you love having actual cards directly from Wizards. I feel you. I like having the real Magic cards too. I have like some proxies, but it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. You know, I understand what you're saying when you say you have all the original duels in a cradle. I don't have that stuff, but I get you're like, why even bother having it now? There's a bunch of people who feel the same way, and a bunch of people who just sold their collections and bounced. Wizards has been changing things up, right? And not in a way that a lot of people feels positively. So they've just said, you know what, I'm just gonna, I'm done. Some people go different routes. Some people sell their collections. Some people say, I'm not getting anything new. I'm just going to enjoy my old cards, right? Like, I have my cube where I have old stuff, new stuff in it. My cube's actually built out of stuff that I've got from you guys. So it's completely a fan cube and so it's not optimized, obviously. It's a different kind of creation. It makes it a more special beast for me. Gwen, it's good that your LGS made it through the lockdown, because a lot didn't. Rumbler, well, the Frasier's not a real thing yet, so we're not going to see that. And the TV show's a flop, so that one will never end up actually being reality. But yeah, the Fortnite one and some other random ones, like Fortnite, Jurassic Park, the Jeff Goldblum secret lair. You want shirtless Jeff Goldblum, you know? It's a silly time. It's a silly time in Magic. Oh, and speaking of magic, as much as I want to stay and chill, I have to get going because I'm going to be leaving in like the next fucking 10 hours or whatever. So I got shit to do before I go to sleep and other things. So thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. So for the next 2 days or whatever, the next stream is Sunday night. Next stream is Sunday night. All right. So have fun, guys. I will catch up with you at the end of the weekend. Watch out for the chainsaw, man.